This video is going to show you how to set up the Sleuthit app on your device. The first thing you'll want to do is browse to the Sleuthit app on your relevant app store and of course download it. It's not a huge app, it'll download within about a minute on really moderate Wi-Fi. And then open the app once it has downloaded. You can see all the cases that are currently on offer here. What you should be aware of is that in all cases you're going to need to do this little setup where you agree to the privacy policy and then authorize. I always select always allow here and then authorize notifications. Even though we don't currently use them, we hope to do so in the future. And then we're into the app. Now I'm going to dismiss download bundle and I'll explain why. You could download the whole bundle right here and right now, and that will allow you to play the case offline, but you may well have somebody who inadvertently selects dismiss, so I'm going to show you another way of doing it. And what I also wanted to show you was that for each case you can browse the default information for a case without downloading anything. So every case has got the startup, if you like, that gets you into the case and tells you what it's all about. And documentation and evidence. So we can browse this newspaper, or we can look at the dossier of the characters that are involved in this case. Or indeed examine this piece of evidence is a scrap of paper. So let's actually go back to the main menu. So I'm going to select this little menu on the bottom right hand corner and now select main menu. I'm back to all my cases and I'm going to show you how to now download all that data from this menu. Cache all assets is what you need to do. Now this is about 200 meg. Most of the cases aren't huge in terms of a data download, and even on pretty moderate Wi-Fi you can see it doesn't take long to download a case. And once a case has been downloaded, we can go into the case, and when we switch on our beacon, as I'm about to do, we'll see that location and all its contents appearing. Now, what happens if that doesn't work? I'm going to go back top left here, this little arrow, and take you back to this little menu at the top left, these little three white lines. And I'm going to look at my settings. And you'll see in my case, my Bluetooth is switched on, my location services. In this case, notifications isn't going to make any difference. Generally, that's going to be all you'll need to do to check that a device has been set up. The other thing you might want to do before you start all of this is just make sure that the Bluetooth is on the device. And ultimately, the other thing you can do is switch the device off and switch the device back on again. So that's about it. There's not an awful lot to check. Every case you go into will require you to do these few settings, and that's it. Everything you need to know about setting up Sleuthit in just a couple of minutes.